You probably heard about using XML tags in ChatGPT. XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. These are recommendations from the top AI labs. OpenAI, aka ChatGPT, Anthropic makes Claude, Google, Google Gemini. They all recommend using XML tags. But why should you care? And here's the answer. The reason why you should care is when your prompts involve multiple components like context, instructions, examples, XML tags can be a game changer. They help Claude parse your prompts more accurately, leading to higher quality outputs. Why use XML tags? Clarity, accuracy, flexibility, parsability. Basically, these models were trained to understand XML syntax better. Let me show you something interesting. There's an app that will show you what the actual model sees. When you put in a bunch of text, it turns it into tokens. The token, it gets converted to text. The model doesn't actually get characters. It doesn't take the words and break them into characters, it breaks them into tokens. All right, so if I type in, here's an example, and I'm not going to use XML tags, versus here's an example, and then put example as an XML tag. Same problem, except that one of them are using XML tags and one of them are using quotations. So you can see example gets tokenized and turned into the number 18582. At the end of it, it also gets turned into 18582, right? That's good. The quotation mark, however, over here gets turned into 1. Over here, it gets turned into 2678. So you can see intuitively how it's opening the quote with double quotes and closing it with a single quote. It just doesn't match. The difference is, an even example using an XML tag, the example starts with 18582 and it closes with 18582. And we can switch this out and we can even say text, and again, 919 matches with 919. So that's the gist for how it works. Okay, so now that we went through what XML tags are and why to use them, let me give you an example of how to use it. I will show you how to use XML tags. So it'll look something like this. Please clean up the following voice, speech to text, transcript, and then I'll put it in XML tags. I'll actually first write the transcript tags and then I'll paste it in transcript. And that's the open tag, and the close tag always starts with a / and then the same word as in the opening tag. I'm going to paste the transcript in here and then it'll clean up the transcript. And you can see it actually got all of that. And my point is not to say it's only going to work when we use XML tags. My point is that using XML tags will help. It's more relevant on a very long transcript or when there are conflicting parts of a prompt. Let's say you want to say, here are the instructions and here are the rules. And here, if you want to break things down and make it very clear to the model what to focus on for what, that's an example of when you want to use XML tags. Or if you have a prompt within a prompt, that type of thing, where things are complicated. And if you're writing a lot of prompts, things can frequently get complicated. So it's something to keep in mind. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you in the next one.